Okay, good morning everyone. So for today, I will be your teacher and I am Rodelyn Pimentel. So let's start with our day with a prayer. Amen. Thank you. So who is absent today? Is anyone absent today?
None.
Okay, thank you. So before we formally start our class, I have prepared a class rules that we should all follow. So I want you to be smart. So S stands for speak when necessary. M, maintain focus. A, always listen and follow directions. R, respect your teacher and your classmates. T, try your best. Okay, so today I will gonna show a pictures of an animals that lived on land. So do you know what animal is this?
A dog.
What about this?
A cat.
Okay. And this?
A deer.
What about this?
Bird.
And this?
Worm.
Okay, thank you. What animals do you see?
A dog. A cat. A bird. A worm. A bear. And a lion.
Okay, thank you. So where do you think this animal lives?
It lives on land.
Okay. So how come that they were able to survive in the land?
Maybe because
And
of their
they're happy.
body parts. Like
Okay.
the dog.
Like a dog. You'll know that the dog have a fur. Okay. Thank you for your answers. So, guys, do you have any idea why I am telling you this or why I am showing you pictures of an animals? Okay, so our topic for today is all about body parts of animals that live on land. Okay, let me show you first our objectives. Okay, so this is our learning objective. So, at the end of this lesson, the students should be able to infer that animals have a different body structures that make them survive in land. Tell the uses of each body parts of animals and their survival. Cite importance of body parts of animals that live on land. Okay, class, I will divide our class into two. And for each groups, I want you to list down the animals having the given body parts and tell their uses. So, please go to your group. So, the group 1 here and the group 2 here. Okay? So, I will assign a leader, secretary, and their reporter each group. And here is your activity sheets. Okay, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, class, I want you to answer our activity in 10 minutes. Time's up. Finish or not finish, please pass your papers here in front. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, upon checking your activities, you all got the correct answer. Okay, class, let's start our discussion. Okay, so animals have body structures that help them adapt to land. So we all know guys that animals have a lot of body structures that help them survive in land, right? So I will give an example. So just like dog. So we all know that dog have a fur. So the purpose of the fur is that will help to keep their body warm. To keep their body warm. So next, some animals are covered with fur to keep them warm. So just like what I've said earlier, the dog have fur that keeps their body warm, right? So others are covered with feathers for flying. So just like birds, guys. So we all know that birds have a feather, so that allows them to fly wherever they want to go, right? Some have smooth skins for breathing like worms. So some animals like worms have smooth moist skin that allows them to breathe directly through their skin. So of this process called cutaneous respiration. So breathing is essential because they lack specialized respiratory organs like lungs or gills. So, the thin, moist skin helps oxygen diffuse directly and into their bodies, and the carbon dioxide to diffuse it out. So, for example, okay, do you know what is earthworms, right? So, I showed it earlier, kanina. So, for example, earthworms. So, earthworms have a smooth, slimy skin that stays moist, which is vital for their breathing. So, if their skin dries out, they cannot breathe properly, which is why they are often found in damp soil. So that all body parts that I've mentioned here is very important now because this will help them to survive here on land. Animals have body parts for moving, like legs for walking and wings for flying. So animals have specialized body parts that help them move in different ways. So allowing them to survive and interact with their environment effectively. So, for example, animals that walk typically have legs which provide support and enable movement on land. So, legs can be vary in size, so, number, and strength depending on the animal's needs. So, for example, a horse has a strong muscular legs that allow the horse to run fast, while a spider has a multiple legs that help them to crawl and climb. Wings. So similarly, animals that fly usually have wings. So which enable them to lift off the ground or glide and negative through the air. So birds, for example, diba, we'll know that birds can fly, they have a wings with feathers. So that provide the lift and thrust needed for a flight. So a common example is the eagle, right? The eagle. So which uses its powerful wings to soar high and cover long distance while hunting. So these adaptations in body parts are crucial for the survival and movement of different animals in their specific habitats. Next, land or terrestrial animals have lungs for breathing. So, terrestrial animals like human and dogs have lungs for breathing air. So, lungs allow these animals to take an oxygen or expel carbon dioxide, which is essential for surviving or for survival on land. So, for example, dogs use their lungs to breathe and stay active, just like what humans do. Next, sharp claws and teeth are essential for gripping and tearing meat. So guys, do you know lion? Okay, do you know lion? We all know that lions use their sharp claws and teeth to grip or to hunt their prey, right? Because that body parts of them, they were using them to hunt or to eat. Because without those, how are they able to catch their prey, right? The beak is crucial for survival, and as it is specialized for feeding. So the beak is important because it allows the animal to gather and handle and eat food efficiently. So different animals have different type of beak. So adapted to their diet. So for example, a hawk has a sharp curved beak for tearing meat, while a hummingbird has a long slender beak is perfect for slipping nectar from flowers. So this specialization helps animals access their preferred sources, aiding in their survival. Next is large eyes are crucial for seeing in the dark, allowing them to hunt effectively at night. So guys, do you know owl? So we all know that owl has a very big eye. So that big eyes of them helps them to see at night. So that's the purpose of their eyes. So with without their big eyes, they can see, right? Because it is night. So birds in northern and southern hemisphere do migration due to the changes of the season. So for example, this is the earth. This is the south. This is the north. And kunyari, this is the Philippines. This is the Philippines. Philippines. And then, alam nyo ba guys, na ang Philippines is, parang nasa gitna siya guys. Okay, so, these are the birds. So, every thrice a month is, nagmamigrate sila. Kasi, kunyari, dito is winter. Okay. Andito naman is summer. So, pumupunta sila sa south. Kaya sila pumupunta dito sa south kasi nga winter dito. And hindi sila nakaka-survive sa winter. That's why pumupunta sila ng south. And then, pagkadating nila sa south is, dito na sila nangingitlog. Then after that, after they raise their mga itlog, tapos dito naman yung winter. Kaya kapag winter naman, balik na naman sila dito sa north. That's what they do. Hindi sila nag-i-stay sa isang place kasi winter dito summer, pumunta na naman sila dyan. Ganyan. Tapos pag nag-summer na naman dito, pumunta naman sila papuntang north. Okay, so I have a question. So, what body parts of the birds that they were using to migrate?
Wings and thick feathers.
Okay, thank you. That is right. They wings and thick feathers. They were using their wings and their thick feathers to fly from north to south and south to north. Thank you. Okay, so another. So the polar bears live in the Arctic and the environment is ice. So do you know what is polar bear guys? So the polar bear is nakatira sila sa Iceland. Like as in ice. Doon sila nanirahan and yung environment nila is ice. Doon sila naghahanap ng kanilang mga pagkain. Doon sila nakatira. So, the question here is, what are they using para makasurvive sila sa ice? Kasi nga ice yun, napaka napaka cold ng ice, right? So, what do you think the body parts that they are using to survive? Okay, thank you. That is right. They're using their thick fur and their body fat, 'di ba? Kasi nga napaka ng mga fur nila, 'di ba? Tapos yung mga polar bear kasi is napaka nila ng body fat. Like 'di ba, matataba sila, ganoon. Okay, so what are the importance of body parts of animals in surviving in land? So anyone? Okay. Yes, thank you. You are right. So just like what I've said kanina, like the hemisphere birds, di ba? They use their wings or their feathers to fly, di ba? So without their feathers or their wings, how are they able to fly, di ba? Hindi sila makakalipad. So yung polar bear din. So without their thick fur, so paano sila makaka-survive sa Iceland, di ba? So without their thick fur or hair, hindi sila makaka-survive. So that is the importance of their body parts. I ask you a question para malaman kung meron talaga kayong natutunan. Okay. So, what is the uses of the fur? Okay, that's right. They use the fur to keep their body warm, like the dog, di ba? Or kaya the bear. Okay. The next, what about the sharp fangs? Or the fangs. Okay, you're right. Like sa lion, di ba? They are using their fangs to hunt their prey, di ba? Para makakain sila. And the next, what about the scales? Right, just like the fish scales. Okay, the fish scales reduce the water resistance, helping them to swim efficiently. Okay, what about feathers and wings? Okay, thank you. So we'll know, just like what I've said kanina, the hemisphere birds, di ba? They were using their wings and their feathers to fly, di ba? From north to south. Okay, thank you. And then the next is the beak. Okay, please. Okay, thank you. You're right that they were using their beak to eat, di ba? Just like mga birds, di ba? Meron silang beak. Okay, mga chicken, di ba? Ginagamit nila yon para makakain sila ng pagkain. Okay. The next is the claws. Okay, thank you. So, di ba ang mga claws nila is ginagamit nila yan para makalakip sila ng mga pagkain nila. Just like, yung mga crow, di ba? Matatalim yung mga claws nila. That's why ginagamit nila yan para makahunt sila ng food. Okay, the next is the big eyes. Okay, thank you. So, just like the owl, di ba? I've explained it kanina that ang owl is they have a big eyes and their big eyes help them para makakita sila sa gabi. Kasi, sa umaga kasi, di ba, tulog sila sa umaga and napaka-sensitive ng eyes nila kasi nga malaki. Pero gamit nila yan kapag gabi kasi nga nakakita sila sa gabi kaya mas napapadali sila na makahunt ng food. Okay, so what conclusion can you give about the body parts of animals on land? So anyone to answer? Okay, please.
So land animals have specialized body parts that help them move, breathe, find food, and protect themselves, ensuring their survival and adaptation to their environment.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Okay, class, that's all for today. So I hope you learned something from me and based on what I've taught to you today. So I hope you learned something and that's all.